Today we're going to be working on this 2004 Honda Rubicon 500, and this thing sounds like garbage. I actually have quite a few of these Honda Foreman Rubicons, and usually they actually run pretty good. Usually they have transmission issues. This is complete opposite. The transmission works great. I've tested it, it drives fine, and tested too much because, boy, she doesn't sound good. There's not a lot of miles on this thing. There's 347 hours. And 886 miles. This is the GPS version. We'll start it up. As you can hear, that does not sound good at all. And when I had it running, I smelled coolant. Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all. Actually, you know what? I can see coolant dripping. And somebody has a cap in there to catch the coolant, so that's wonderful. So we got to figure out what's going on with that. I don't want to run this thing any more than I have to because it does not sound good. Honestly, it sounds like it could come apart at any moment. It seems like it's in the top end anyways. It doesn't seem like a lower end knock or anything. Hopefully it's valve related or time and chain related, something like that. We won't know until we dig in, so let's get it in the garage. Getting a little grown up over here, but all of these are Rubicons. Getting a little hard to see too. All of these but one has a bad transmission. One's got a good transmission. The rest of them were junk. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got one more out back, I believe. I think there was at least 6 of them. So yeah, they're definitely known to have bad Honda-matics, and I'll show you what. Now, both of these are Honda Rubicon engines, junk for parts basically. Your Honda-matic is in here, and pretty much what happens is the bearings let go and they just chew themselves to pieces, and then your transmission does not work anymore. It doesn't work properly. Very expensive units. I believe last time I priced them, they were like $1,700 just for the little Honda-matic transmission unit. And then, by then, is it really worth fixing a machine that's worth probably that? Maybe $2,000 tops? I don't know. And I was wrong. $2,200, and that's saving 10%. It's usually $2,500. Price has gone up a lot since the last time I checked. Alright, I brought it in here a little bit ago. I let the engine cool down, so it'll be a little easier working on it. So let's go ahead, pull the seat off. Looks like the plastics are removed. I know the owner of this started working on it. He said he forgot a couple of plastics at his house. It's fine. I'm going to replace them with stuff I have, and then we'll just swap when he comes and picks this thing up. Pop these plastics off. Same thing on this side. Looks like we're missing a couple of pins, push pins here. We can remove the gas tank cap. Looks like that stuff was already off of there. And then there's these straps. Pop those out. Turn the gas off and then pop the line off the carburetor. And this can slide out of here. Because he's already got the front tank mounts unbolted, so don't have to worry about those. Doesn't look like I can quite get it by, so we're going to unbolt the shifter. Just 2 bolts. And And that should give us enough room to slide her out. Yep. We can pop the little heat shield off here. Now we can get to the head. That, yeah. I'm not sure where, it looks like it's leaking right off the water pump hose, but Magic Spray. SC1. Must be that's what he sprayed on here because she was awfully shiny when it showed up. First thing I want to do is pull the valve covers off. Oh, those are 10s. And actually barely tightened. Yeah, no. It require no force to get those off. Very loose. Look how dirty that is under that cover. Those must have been off for a while or something. I don't know. Not a fan of that, but okay. Pull the spark plug out of here. We'll just bump this over. I'm going to pull the recoil off because it's broke. That way I can turn this engine over, get it on top dead center and everything easily. This is going to be easier if I pull this air box off. Okay, got much more room here. I can pull this out. Alright, so we're going to rotate this engine in the back. If you're looking at the back, we're going clockwise. And then I want the intake to close. Or open, I mean, intake to open. And then when they close, we're waiting to watch that piston get up to top dead center. Right there. We'll check. Might be off, but they're not off a ton. Now the owner actually was in here and he showed me a picture of the cam, the rockers, something, and it didn't look good. So we're going to pull this off and you'll see what I mean. Alright, I'll remove all these smaller 10mm bolts. They're not really, I mean, they require 10mm remove, but they're actually a M6. Get the ones down here too. But yes, definitely filthy from what I can see, just removing the valve covers. I would say somebody had the valve covers off for a little bit of time anyways, or it was a really dirty environment where they were working. One or the other. 14. Okay, pop this off. See what we're dealing with. You can just see, like, this is just dirty. Dirty, dirty. Go ahead and pull the push rods out. Can't quite sneak them up. That's what magnets are for. Wow. Alright, so we're going to pop the carburetor off, get the coolant drained out of it, so we're good to do this. There wasn't a lot of coolant in it, so it had definitely leaked quite a bit out. Just hang that over there. If I got enough room, I wouldn't mind unplugging the sensor. Bringing this right up. And onto this side. Pull the side cover off. That's stripped. That one came out. That exhaust. Well, that is seized together, so we're just pulled the muffler, and then there should be enough room to sneak that head out of there without removing the head pipe. Pop that out, and then we got this one. Now we'll remove the water pump up front. That's probably why she's leaking. Somebody had already been in here, like I said. Probably never used the new gasket, because obviously they just threw it back together. it's leaking out of that bottom seal, it looks like. It's okay. Take this. This is the water pump on these. And we'll go around and remove all these bolts. That one ain't even tightened. Not bad. We gotta remove the mount right here. That. Alright, this, I believe I got everything that holds the head on here. Should be able to, we'll pull the sensor. We've got one coolant line there. In fact, I did not have everything, but we're getting there. There we go. Just lost something out of there. See what we lost, and I found our problem. Holy crap. I would say, boy, the picture I got didn't look that bad, I didn't think, but wow. Check that out. I think I found our noise here. No wonder it wouldn't come out the other way. It's basically burnt. It got so hot and obviously worn down and kind of mushroomed over. So this is how I was trying to pull it out with the magnet, and it wouldn't pull out because of it swelled on the side. Wow, that's bad. And then the cam's got to be just as bad. I'm gonna okay. Okay, so we definitely, the cam chain is loose. Is it the tensioner, or is it the cam chain itself? Now thinking back, I don't believe the owner actually did. The current owner tore this apart. I believe the person he bought it from tore it apart. He got it as a good deal, and he was showing a video, or he was showing a picture, and he sent me those pictures. But check the timing chain out. Super loose. So either the tensioner is not pushing far enough, or the chain is super stretched. I'm kind of guessing the chain is stretched, but you never know. I'll pull that tensioner out and check it out. The cam is obviously smoked. I mean, it's bad. So we'll turn this over here. Check that out. Wow. So our exhaust side is completely ground over. The intake side is not a lot better. Whew, she's bad. And actually, while we get this apart, how's our cylinder look? Are those marks right there, or am I seeing stuff? I don't feel anything. Kind of looks like some marks, but not in horrible shape. A couple of light scratches on there, but not bad. But this is just, wow, bad. Let's pull that time. Let's go ahead and get this back on top dead center. And how we know that is those lobes need to be facing down and the piston needs to be facing up. So you can be 180 out here. See how the lobes are not up at all? What lobes are left, and the piston's on at the top. That means we're at top dead center. If we rotate this right here, our piston's at top dead center, but you can see the camshaft is actually opening up one of the valves right now because it's pushed up. So that is 180 out. So we'll rotate it, and right there, that is top dead center. We're very close. We can line it up afterwards. Probably gonna have to pull all this, but we will pull the tensioner first. All right, let's get in here. Pull the bottom bolt, pull the top bolt, pull that tensioner out. Honestly, it looks like it's extended all the way. So we got a super loose timing chain. And then obviously more problems. The end of this is actually not even tight. I didn't loosen that up. This is where you actually preload it, so we can screw that in. And then as the timing chain wears, it's going to push this out spring loaded. So as you can see, that's all the way. There's nothing wrong with the timing chain tensioner. This is working properly. Super stretched timing chain. So really, I'd want to replace probably the guide. We can probably sneak our camera in there. Light to see. I can't really see. I don't know if I can really see, but I'm sure it's worn. I would replace the guide, the chain. The chain is super, super loose. We need a new cam, obviously. The cylinder head, as far as the valves go, don't look bad. This worries me a little bit, as you can see. Oh, that's right. It's not going to push up. It's going to push in. So you can push that. This one's bad. I mean, it should be flat. It shouldn't be like that. Super worn out. Did it damage the head? Honestly, it looks pretty good in there. It's not horrible. This head needs some cleaning, like I said. A lot of debris. Got it torn apart. Found your issue. This is the cam follower. So right here, it rides on the cam. It goes up and down, and it's what pushes your push rods up to push your valves down. That should not look like that. That should be nice and flat, and this is actually the good one. That is the bad one. Smoked. I mean, these things are bad. Also, your cam is completely smoked. This side is actually the better lobe. That side is junk. You can just see it. It looks rusty, and it's just so worn out. Also, now that would be fairly easy to replace along with this, but your timing chain is very loose. I mean, I could almost roll it off. Probably some of the noise for sure. I mean, this is definitely some noise, but I mean, I can get in here. Look how loose that is. That's about ready to jump a tooth, honestly. And the tensioner's in there, and then I pulled the tensioner out and I checked, and the tensioner's good. So really, to do it right, we should replace not the tensioner. The tensioner's working fine, but they call this the tensioner. It's a timing chain guide, but I would replace that. I would replace this guide back here, the timing chain, the cam, these followers. But if we do the timing chain, that means we gotta that requires a lot more labor. This whole front section needs to come off, the oil tank, the front crankcase cover, and then, you know, we gotta pull the clutches out and all that good stuff. And while we're in there, I mean, these are known to have oil pump chains go in them. You might as well replace that if we're that far into it. It's up to you. Definitely a few more hours of labor for sure to do this. Your push rods, you can actually see that one starting to wear quite a bit. As you can see, that is rounded. I would replace those as well, actually. So I just sent the owner the quote, quoted almost $900 in parts if we go with all OEM Honda parts. It was pretty close anyways. And then possibly around $500 in labor, depending on how long it takes me. We'll see. It's by the hour, so we'll see what he comes back with. I don't know how much money he's going to want to dump in this thing. But let me show you what else is going on around here. So if you've been following along, you know I've been working on this Honda 250R, and you might have expected a new video from this thing, and I was hoping to get that out first, but that didn't happen because we need more parts now. We have more issues. I also brought my Tri-Z in here because we ordered a bunch of parts for that. We're going to get going on that project here pretty soon, hopefully. This 250R has been quite the headache. Hopefully the Tri-Z doesn't turn into a headache and a money pit like this thing has been. Also got a couple more Honda Rubicon 650s that'll be coming through. They're just about done. So you guys see videos of those very soon. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next repair when we do repair it. Should be soon.